All right, on Mondays we do legs. Why in the world would you do legs on Monday? Leg day is usually a lot of different people's least favorite day. Well, there's a reasoning behind that. First of all, Monday is typically International Chest Day at most gyms. So if you're doing your legs on Monday, you don't really have too much trouble trying to find equipment. In fact, most of the time on leg day, you don't have too much trouble finding equipment. It is kind of weird when I have done leg day and I can't get to the equipment I'm wanting to get to, going, man, what the hell is everyone else doing leg day? It's rare, but it happens. Sometimes it's frustrating, but that's okay because at least that means people are working out, right? Another reason, the reason why I do legs on Monday. Here's the thing. For some crazy reason, I'm supposed to give my employer 5 days out of my week, and then I'm only allowed to enjoy 2 of my own, right? So if I'm going to be sore, if I'm going to have a hard time moving about and getting things accomplished, I'd rather it be on his time than my own time. All right, my time's more important to me than my employer's time. That's why. So I uh, use the pre-exhaust method here. So I'm taking some isolation exercise and then I'm moving on to a compound movement. I just did that for the quads. I'll explain a little bit more here in a second. I'm using high intensity training where I am taking my last set to failure and then I'm saving a lot of time throughout the day and I'm definitely giving my legs one hell of a good workout. So the first exercise that we're going to do here is I'm doing some leg extensions, okay? I did the first rep and I was like, okay, that's a little bit too light. What the hell? Then I noticed maybe I should do something with my hair before I go to the gym if I'm going to record. Like instead of just getting up out of bed, brushing my teeth, and heading to the gym, maybe I should actually, I don't know. Maybe I could take a shower first and go to the gym. Seems kind of silly because I'm going to sweat my ass off. But I think that's what I'm going to do from now on. Actually do something with my hair so I'm not looking like a bum going into the gym. Faith Not Fear shirt. A musician by the name of Dan Bremnes. Awesome musician. That's his merchandise. Keep my eyes closed so I'm focusing on the muscles at hand. And notice how I'm trying to not use like momentum to get that weight up. All right. Because again, I am working my muscles. That's the important thing to keep in mind. You're working your muscles. Weight's important. It's important to make sure you're lifting enough weight to actually challenge yourself. But don't lift weight that makes you have to sacrifice form. And now you're looking at injuries and you're basically not getting out what you need from it. All right, you're a bodybuilder. You're sculpting your muscles. You're not sculpting your ego. Next up is some squats. Now the funny thing here is I'm going to hit pause for a second. I had already done a set to failure, so I hit like 14 reps here. And I realized my camera wasn't recording. So not only are these different people in the gym noticing that I'm the knucklehead that's recording at 5 o'clock in the morning, and they're like, why is this guy doing this? We hate people who record in the gym. I had to do it twice. And my legs were already shot. And yeah, I know, I've only got 185 pounds up here. Let's see if I can move this camera down here so you can see better. There we go. Yeah, I don't have a lot of weight on there. And now I'm going to explain to you why. I'm trying to actually work the muscles and I'm trying to get a good range of motion. Could I have gone with 225 and maybe hit 10 reps? Probably. But I err on the side of caution when I don't have a spotter with me. So I didn't have a spotter. I rarely do. I don't have a training partner because you can hardly, if ever, rely on them. So, okay, making sure the camera's recording this time. It's like, son of a bitch, I am not doing another freaking set of this. So make sure you get it up just a little bit under your, like on the meaty part of your traps. Now, boom. Make sure you're bringing your ass as close down to the ground as possible and that you are pushing up with your heels, okay? And poor girl's looking at me like, this guy sucks. I can probably do squats better than him. Don't know. Don't know if that's what she's thinking. All right? Keep your head up. Do not look down. Do not round your back out. And make sure you're in a safe position, okay? Like I'm in this cage here, so if things go sideways, I can drop it. Or I have a spotter or any of those types of things, all right? The name of the game is to stay as injury-free as possible, all right? You're in this for the long haul. Last year was my last year in my 40s, turning 50 this year. I want to still be able to do squats well into my 70s, 80s, and heaven bless me with some 90s. That would be awesome, right? I'd love to be that dude who's like 90 years old, still squatting some crazy weight, and or even not crazy weight, just squatting, period, and like making all the youngsters go, man, that old man, that's pretty awesome. Yeah, it is. Bow down, okay? So now, I've already done a lot of the exhaustion stuff here, okay? Um, Going on to the hamstrings. So I've already pre-exhausted with my quads, and I've really burnt it up. So there's only so much energy left in the tank. When you're going to failure, you're going to be surprised just how quickly you can get your workouts done and just how much energy you really don't have. So now we're going into leg extensions. All right, let's move me up here. There we go. All right, squeezing at the top because I'm trying to do this. What I'm trying not to do is move this too much. It's going to happen, but you don't want to like lift up and slam yourself down like you're some sort of seesaw or teeter-totter trying to make the movement go. All right. So I like this machine better, but I'm not going to be that guy that, steals a machine or like works in with somebody when there's the machine right here too. All right. My knees are a fulcrum and oof, I was smoked here. So I'm going to do what's called a cluster set. I stopped, took some breath, counted to 10. I don't know if that's a full 10 seconds, 8 seconds, 13 seconds, don't know. Coming back at it. So this is kind of like going past failure, where you take that set to failure, stop for a second, and go again. So I can only get 2 reps out of that little cluster there. All right, now I'm going to try to go for it again. All right, so come on, Chris, let's go. Get moving. People are getting bored. People are probably stopping watching right now. All right, there we go. A couple more. Make sure you get that squeeze, man. All right, that's how you manipulate the weight to work for you. You're sculpting those muscles, dude. Sculpt those damn muscles. Then we're done with that. All right. Let's go back for a second. I'm kind of looking pissed off for some reason. Oh, that's because it's leg day. That's why. All right. Leg day is like that sometimes. Now on to calves. Let's talk a little bit before we go any further. All right, when you're doing legs, I'm not a proponent of doing super high repetitions, like, doing 25, 30 repetitions or something, because sooner or later you just get to the point of diminishing returns. However, pause for effect. When it comes to legs, hitting 12 to 15 to 20 reps is not necessarily a bad thing. You use your legs for everything. Walking up flights of stairs, sitting down, standing up, walking, on the toilet, sitting down, standing up, all that stuff. All right. For ladies, you do that for 2 reasons, right? So your legs get a lot of use. So sometimes, in fact, all the time, going with a little bit higher reps is going to help activate the growth just a little bit more. All right. At least that's what Tom Platt says. And who are you and who am I to question that man? All right. And I'm meaning that fully sincere. I'm not trying to talk smack. All right. Now, we're moving on to calves. All right. Typically I try to use the Smith machine calf raise, but the thing is when I hit my back or hit my squat set the way I had earlier, my back was feeling pretty sore, so we came over here. All right. Again, I typically have used more weight doing this, but I noticed recently that my form has been a little bit off because I've been focusing more on the weight. So even though 185 pounds is not much, I made sure to get a full contraction there and try to stretch as much as I can here, because that's how your muscles grow, stretching and contracting, all right? Closing the eyes to keep on the, the muscles or whatever, blasting some good music. Probably I'm listening to Primordial or I'm listening to Peyton Parrish here, all right? Oh, let me talk real quick about something different. Let's back it up just for a second here. Let's, matter of fact, go all the way to the beginning if I can. All right. Come on, stop for a second there. There we go. All right, notice I do not move these safety bars. When you're doing your leg presses, you move those safety bars, obviously, so you can do your squats. When you are doing leg extensions, assuming that your legs are long enough, all right? If you're a smaller person, you might have to move the safety pins just so you can, get to the platform. I get that. If not, don't move that. I did that once where I moved the bars, and then just when I was done with the set, I let it go-ish, okay, like that. And then next thing you know, all that weight came down on me, and I wasn't ready for it. I was like, oh, shit. Not my idea of a good time, all right? Always be aware of what's going on when you're working out. It's easy to sometimes, not be thinking about that type of shit, but that's the easiest way to hurt yourself. I just realized that I got a whole mess going on behind me. I didn't even realize I had my jacket just laying there like a freaking slob. Well, this is the real me. I'm a slob. I'm not going to show you the rest of this room because you're like, oh my God, how do you live like that? But, all right. We finished up. Let's see if this is even worth showing you here before we go on. I'm going to show you anyway because it doesn't matter. We finished up with some abs, okay? And, all right. There's my buddy right there. Probably not enjoying me having him in the video. I don't even know who that guy is. Nice guy, though, because he was pretty cool. All right. Leg lifts. Kind of almost trying to do them like the dragonfly thing, like you would see Bruce Lee do. But honestly, my abs aren't that strong. But I'm going to lift up, and I'm going to make sure I'm getting the contraction here. Now, look, here's the thing. Sometimes you'll feel the muscles here in your hip flexors and even in the top part of your thigh starting to activate. When that happens, slow down. Slow down. Get yourself back into the game. Focus your attention on them abs right there, okay? And also focus your attention on that little conquer video right there, or video picture. All right, so that's it in a nutshell, all right? Push yourself, make the workout hard. You can get in an amazing workout in about 30 minutes, even on leg day, all right? And now, when you do leg day is up to you. But as I said before, work, I haven't said this before, but I'll say it right now. Work is a 4-letter word for a reason. And my quality of life, my time off is better spent not being sore. So in case my wife wants to go out and go dancing, I can actually do that for her. All right, your family comes first. So punish yourself on Monday so your employer can get 100% of you at your worst, and then the rest of your family can get 100% of you at your best. All right, that's my mentality on that one. So folks, hope you enjoyed this. I'm going to chronicle some more of these workouts. I'll also be sharing with you just about everything that's going on with, used to be the YouTuber formerly known as From Fatted and Natty Bodybuilder, now known as Desire for Iron Fitness. I love you. Have yourself an amazing day. Unleash your champion.